So, good afternoon, everyone. So, we are having hello and welcome to another series of podcast where we bring together thought leaders in education to share their vision and insights. I am your host, Lovely, and today we have with us very special guest, Mr. Saravanan Thiyagarajan, Principal of Jain Public School. So, we'll be exploring some very important questions. So, like for example, what is working in our current education system, and how is technology reshaping in the classroom, and what could education look like in the year 2035? So, welcome, Mr. Shravan. We are so happy to have you here. Welcome to this
அனைவருக்கும்
podcast series, sir.
அனைவருக்கும் வணக்கம். Good afternoon to all of you. I hope you all had your lunch. Let me introduce myself first. I am Saravanan Thiyagarajan. Saravanan Thiyagarajan. Of course, it is quite tough to pronounce my name. It is one of the lengthy names in South India. So, I am Saravanan Thiyagarajan, Principal, Jain Public School, Chennai. Uh, I am from the background of IB and IGCSE. In fact, I have 21 years experience in this particular field. For the last 14 years, I have been leading some international schools, IB schools and IGCSE schools. And then I have a very good overseas experience in the field of education. First of all, I would like to say thanks to all of you, particularly the one who is organizing the entire podcast. So, from my bottom of the heart, I'm telling you guys, thank you very much for inviting me and thank you for this opportunity.
Thank you, sir. It's our honor, and we are really humbled as a team. So, we are really delighted to have you here, sir. So we are deep diving. We have few set of questions. The first question to you is, in your view, what are the biggest strengths and weaknesses of our current education system?
Yeah. Basically, this is one of the beautiful questions because you guys are beginning the entire podcast with the strength. So even I would like to answer from a word of the heart. The biggest strength is foundation and discipline. Foundation and discipline, values, and strong academic rigor. These are the areas from Gurukul to till date. From Gurukul to till date, these are the strongest, these are the strength in our present system of education. No doubts about it. Because not only for South India, even I had an experience in abroad. So whatever we offer, rather than curriculum-based education, we are always offering value-based education from KG to grade 12. So this is the way I'm looking at. These are the main strength in present system of education. I can repeat you again. Foundation and discipline. Foundation and discipline, values, and academic rigor. If you are coming to South India, you can see most of the South Indian schools are focusing on only academic rigor. This is one of the biggest strengths. One of the biggest strengths in the present system of education. Yeah.
Well, so it's really interesting to know because it's important to reflect on both sides because acknowledging the gaps is the first step towards the real change. So, sir, my second question to you is that many argue that the present system is still exam driven. So, do you think are we preparing students for life skills or just for the marks?
Yeah. Before going to answer, I would like to tell you about the present system of education basically. So, present system of education is based on the promotion. What are we doing? Particularly Indians, what are we doing? We are promoting children from one grade to another grade at the end of the academic year. Suppose I am admitting my child in grade 5, 2025-26 school year. At the end of the school year, I am promoting my child from grade 5 to grade 6. So this particular promotion is totally incomplete and inadequate. What is the main reason for inadequate? If we look at it, if we do the research, there are four reasons. Number one, rote memory. Most of the schools are preparing children for rote memory and then mark driven system and the content loaded. So most of the school principals are always asking teachers to complete the entire syllabus within this particular period. So teachers are running behind the content loaded. So, and then incompleteness, this is because again, anonymity and customized learning. So this is the present system of education system. This is the present scenario of present system of education system. And of course, I do agree with people. Most of the schools are always focusing on marks. But in accordance with my experience, what I feel personally, the standardized test scores should not end the overall evaluation of students, the schools, and of course, teachers. If you come to South India, if you come to Chennai, each and every corner, you can see some private tutoring. Why? Because the schools are focusing on standardized test marks. Parents are focusing on standardized test marks. Teachers are focusing on standardized test marks. Even we have some basic methods. If child is scoring above 90 percentage, we are always thinking that the child is really good enough. But I'm not thinking such a way. There are some kids are really good at academic skills. Some kids are not really good at academic skills, but they are very unique and they are getting success in other aspects of schooling. So I totally agree with, it's not a common statement. Almost a 90 percentage of the even OECD is telling very clearly in India, 90 percentage of the schools are focusing on only academic marks, not other areas. That's what previously I told you. The biggest strength in academic education is foundation and discipline, values. The third one I mentioned, academic rigor. Here, the term academic rigor is very generous. It messes many areas. But most of the educators and educationists are always thinking academic rigor is always focusing on only standardized test marks. We have to remove this particular perspective from every one of us.
Agreed, sir. Absolutely agreed. Because at the end of the day, education should empower children to thrive beyond classrooms, not just succeed in test. Because these days now it's a kind of, you are just fulfilling the criteria. You are just doing the legality of that thing. Just kind of
Yes.
thing.
Yes.
Enrolling the students, and I think all the teachers and school principals should listen to your podcast, because the kind of learning you're simplifying, those kind of technicalities in the education and the core of and the crux of our education system, that's really appreciable, sir. With this
Yeah.
we are just
I would like to add on a few more points here. I'm sorry.
yeah.
Well, actually, the entire school system can be divided into two parts. One is comprehensive school, another one is selective schools.
Yeah.
Selective schools are always admitting children based on kids' academic skills or academic excel.
Hmm.
Comprehensive schools are focusing on
Hmm.
not focusing on academic skills.
Hmm.
But unfortunately, in India,
Hmm.
every school year, every academic year,
Hmm.
the selective school system is increasing rather than comprehensive
Hmm.
schools. Even as a principal, I am very, very sorry to say. Sometimes the entire system is making me and making other principals to think, why don't we go ahead with only the mark driven system? But the mark driven system is not going to help children to become the most successful members of their family and, of course, the entire world.
Well, sir, definitely. I couldn't agree more on this. So, with this, we are proceeding on to another question. Sir, we have heard that technology has entered classrooms rapidly, from smart boards to AI tools. How do you think technology can truly enhance learning instead of distracting the students?
Yeah, I give you a beautiful example here. In fact, we have both pros and cons. Since the technology, as you mentioned, the technology has entered into the classrooms. But I give you an example. During my school days and during my college days, I wanted to become a playback singer. But I was one of the beautiful bathroom singer. I didn't do any performance on stage in terms of singing. But and then I tell you one more thing. I am one of the certified Apple trainers and Google trainers. Apple Educator and Google Educator in India. So in November 2021, I removed all these credentials from my personal profile because those profiles are not going to help me to showcase my talent to everyone. I am one of the certified trainer because the second AI has entered into the classroom, it has been changed the entire scenario of the present system of education. That's what I would like to go back with my the playback singer dream. What we did, we found some beautiful AI tool in terms of singing.
Mm.
So I have sent my voice note to AI, and then I requested AI, you please connect my voice with the most beautiful and the most successful singers in India. So the AI has given me, your voice is similar to this particular playback singer. Then I started to sing some songs, and then I connected with the AI tool. Then I posted the same in social medias. Most of the school principals across the country, they started to ask me, Saravanan, are you playback singer? Why don't you try in film industry? Then I told them, no, 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 no. I'm not a playback singer at all. AI helped me to become a playback singer. So we applied the same concepts in the classroom. Now, each and every child of Jain Public School is doing excellent job in terms of music. But at the same time, when technology are coming to the classroom, the most challenging part is sustainability because most school, including my school, buy apps, AI tools, devices. But after the first wave of excitement, they gather dust. So, in my experience, the real quality, the real question is how do we create the culture where technology sticks, supports, and sustains learning? I tell you here a beautiful proverb in Tamil. தொடர்ச்சி தரும் கல்வி சிறப்புடைமை ஆக்கும். It's a Tamil proverb.
Mm.
தொடர்ச்சி தரும் கல்வி சிறப்புடைமை ஆக்கும்.
Mm.
What does it mean? Learning attains greatness. Learning attains greatness only when we pursue it with continuity.
Mm.
Without persistence, it fades. Technology,
Mm.
technology should measure, technology should measure against the learnings, not other things. So, from my perspective, technology is a boon. AI is particularly boon for children, but it's a responsibility. How are we going to use this technology in the classrooms?
Well, so very true, because it's about balance, using technology because it's an aid rather than using the replacement for meaningful learning. Very true.
Yeah.
And the examples you have given related to adding your personal, a blend kind of learning. I mean, I'm also learning so much. Those people who will be listening to to this podcast also will be really enjoying the, because personalized examples are kind of a touch wood to this podcast session, and then great learning also. So with
Yeah.
this, we are proceeding with the next series of questions.
I tell you one more thing here,
Yeah.
lovely man.
Yes.
You are not lovely, no? May I know your first name?
So it's lovely.
Lovely. Okay. So actually, we have a podcast station at the JPS.
Yeah.
So there are two kids are always making podcast videos
Mm.
every month at JPS. So we are taking some concept, for example, today, International Army Day. So with respect to International Army Day, like you, there are some kids are asking some questions to another person, they are answering, and we are creating the podcast and we are posting in the social media. So kids are forgetting about radio jockey. They started to speak about podcast. So we need to understand how technology is helping children and us to become more successful.
Well, sir, definitely. I think it's the NCTE curriculum also.
Yeah.
Learning by doing. The more children will apply the practical skills, the more exposure they will learning, experiential learning as well. Really, sir,
Yes.
really, this concept, I think most of the school principals should also apply this concept. This will divert, also lessen the burden of the students. Meanwhile, they are always stuck in marks and everything. So I think that strategy will help. those who will be listening to our podcast, it's a humble request that they can note down this somewhere. I mean, if
Yes.
I get a chance, then definitely will take a excerpt of it to record and preserve it somewhere so that it could be circulated on the social media, because I really like
That's
this
true.
idea. So,
That's
sir,
true. That's true.
we are having the next series of questions. So, what role do teachers play in blending traditional teaching with modern tools, and how can they strike that balance effectively?
This is really one of the beautiful questions which I come across because the biggest challenge in school system, particularly being a principal, delivering lectures are making teachers to deliver the lecture with the limited resources. 5 to 6 years back. Now the entire scene has been changed. The teachers are having a plenty of resources. Plenty of resources. They can download anything from the internet. They can take their lectures and they can stand in front of the children. The biggest concern is what teachers are doing. In fact, basically, I'm a teacher. So I can say the biggest concern is teachers are not taking any professional development practices in the regular periods. Just they're taking practices and they are stopping. This is absolutely wrong. And the second thing, we have to remind teachers, parents, and students, AI or any other technology is a tool. It is not going to replace anybody in the world. It is not going to replace anybody in the world because even again, I want to go back to my Tamil literature. In fact, you guys are aware of Thiruvalluvar, saint poet. So he
Yeah.
says, Olukam Vilupam Taralam, Olukam Uirinum Namupadam. What does it mean? What does it mean? Which means that when we adapt any technology, we must embed
Mm.
value, discipline, and balance because the teachers are playing a vital role in the classrooms. If they are not updating themselves, and then obviously they will fall in terms of not capable to deliver the lecture, or they are failing to make children for the job which doesn't exist so far.
So, really, I mean, absolutely, because this the human connection a teacher brings can never be replaced by a machine.
Yes, yes.
Sir, so we are proceeding with next set of question.
Yeah,
If we look
please.
ahead, if we look ahead, what are the biggest shifts in education you anticipate by 2035?
In fact, not only for this particular academic year, I mean, not only for this particular calendar year 2035, for the last 15 years across the globe, everyone is started to speak about personalized learning. There are some IB schools and IGCC schools in India, even they are focusing on personalized learning. But I have done my schooling through customized learning. In my class, we were almost 60 students, one teacher. Just a teacher is standing next to the blackboard and the teacher is teaching. Kids, those who are sitting in the first row, they used to listen to teachers. I am one of the backbenchers. So I couldn't listen to my teachers properly. So the biggest challenge in 2035, not only for 2035, even 2050, 2065, 2070, personalized learning. We want a teacher to meet the needs of each and every child. We don't need any dynamic teachers. We want to focus on personalized learning. And then global classrooms. Global classrooms, in the sense, what I'm trying to tell you, global classrooms about understanding others. We have to help children to recognize the preciousness of life. We have to help children to take them beyond the narrow confines of caste, religion, color, creed, languages, etc., etc. Because everyone is speaking about globalization. In spite of advanced globalization and technology, unfortunately in India, we are still following the system of education with the 19th century ethics. So we have to remove that. So in 2035, global classrooms, and then character and creativity. As I told you before, the first question I told you, the biggest strength of discipline and values. But nowadays, most of the kids are not following up. So these are the areas we have to focus on in 2035: personalized learning, global classrooms, character, and creativity. Ma'am, my voice is not audible.
So that's fascinating because the future seems both exciting and challenging. It really shows us how fast education is evolving. So with this, we are moving over to the next last series of this question series of podcast. Like finally, what one message would you like to give to educators, parents, and students as we prepare for the classrooms of the future? So
Uh, Actually, I would like to uh, give a message to all parents, not only parents, the teachers and students. This is my philosophy in education system. Every child can learn not just on the same day or same way. So I may request every one of us, don't force any child to learn immediately. They learn whenever they want to learn, they learn. And most importantly, knowing some concepts or knowing certain things is not going to help them to become a successful member. Instead of that, we have to make our children to understand that the world doesn't care about what do they know. The world doesn't care about what do they know. Instead, the world always cares about what are they doing with the what do they know. This is the message I want to forward to everyone else.
well, so this is such an inspiring note to add on because when we all three stakeholders work together, the vision for future ready education can really become a reality. So before
Yes.
ending this session, I would like to inform everyone, the audience who will be listening to us on our YouTube channel as well, to the profile building program. That's an initiative by Connaissance Specialist that is being led by Dr. Rishi Mishra sir, RCI registered clinical psychologist. It's based on real life internships. First one of them is the professor led building program where the students get chance to explore the various basics of research, and apart from this, how to begin the research. Second part is the internship with member of parliament. Then what excites me most is the related to legal education, this where students will learn the basics of legal experts. Like for example, if you come across anything or something, so definitely that will be in touch wood for the internship and for providing students or real life skills and practical skills that are really necessary to make them succeed. Because so this is not just about taking admission. It's a life skill that is really necessary for a student after when the student steps out in the real world, the real competition. Because after schooling only the real competition starts. So and really would like to mention those participants who have joined, we will also be providing them certificate to make to acknowledge their joining efforts. We will be also providing the certificates to all the participants who have joined in, because that's a kind of thing that, because as in Connaissance Specialist, we really appreciate and respect everyone's time. And thank you so much everyone for joining. So thank you so much, Mr. Savan, for sharing us valuable insights today. And it has been a pleasure discussing the present system of education, the role of technology in classroom, and what we can look forward to in 2020-35. And thank you to all the listeners for joining us. And here is also a very special thanks to my team, my friend Kritika also, and to Connaissance Specialist Dr. Rishi Mishra sir as well, and to the school, and to Suganya ma'am also. I think ma'am has also joined. Thanks to everyone who has spared out time, quality time from the busy schedule for availability to this podcast session. You have really made this meaningful. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, everyone. So,
Thank
sir,
you. Thank you.
really looking forward for another series of podcasts because if there hasn't been the foundation of time, then we would have continued this more and more. I mean,
Fine.
it's really a golden words of wisdom from your side. Thank you so much, sir. Really humble.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Nandri Vanakkam.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you for joining. So, till then,
Thank you.
please
Thank
take
you.
care and
Thank
please keep subscribing to our YouTube channel, our LinkedIn, and our Instagram page as well. The name of our Instagram page is Connaissance Career, and the LinkedIn page is at the rate Connaissance Specialist, where you would be updated regarding all the available internships and all the podcast series because we keep updating our page on daily basis. So you will get more exciting information over there. Thank you.
thank you.
Don't go anywhere. Connect and stay. Till then, take care and please take care of your health. Bye bye. Take care. This is Lovely signing off and bye. Take care.
Bye. Take care.
All right. So
Thank you. ராதா மேம் ராதா மேம்கிட்ட வந்து எல்லாம் ரெடி ஆயிட்டாங்களான்னு கேளுன்னு சொல்லு.